everybody. Happy Tuesday. I hope that your Monday went well. I just want to say thank you to all the students that completed their assignments, as well as going through their Neuropod lesson and answering any of those questions as well. We're going to go ahead and get started for day 2 of Unit 5, Week 5. Okay, so like I said, we are in week 5 of Unit 5, and our question this week is, how do things get built? So we are on day 2, and we're going to review a few vocabulary words and learn some new ones. Our first vocabulary word is contented. If you are contented, you are pleased or happy. The example shows that Leah felt contented after she won a prize. What makes you feel contented? What makes you feel happy? Our next word is intend. If you intend to do something, you are planning to do it. I intend to play basketball after school. Our next vocabulary word is marvelous. If something is marvelous, it is wonderful or excellent. The fruit salad tastes marvelous. What foods do you think are marvelous? I have to say the food that I think is marvelous is definitely pizza. That would be mine. Okay, remember to practice your vocabulary words because they do show up on your assignments. Now we're going to review our spelling and how to break apart those words. I'm also going to ask you to pause the video to review how many sounds are in a few of these words. So the first word is boil. How many sounds are in boil? If you said 3, great job. Next word, oil, boil. Join, join. Oink, oink. Now these words all have the O-I and they all make that oi sound. Our next word is joy, joy. Then we have oi, toy, oi, soy, and cowboy. Cowboy. It has a review with the O-W as well as the new O-Y. Good job. Okay, now we're going to talk about final syllables, stable syllables in a word. Remember, in the past, we've talked about open and closed syllables. So we're talking about the consonant L-E in those closed syllables. So words like able, if you clap it out, table, it has 2 syllables. The last syllable has L-E, it ends in a vowel. When it ends in a vowel, the door is open. It's an open syllable. Simple. Okay, where would you separate the syllables in simple? Would you put it after the M, after the P? What would you do? Pause the video, say your answer out loud. Very good, simple. The first part of the syllable is closed and the second part is open. How about candle? Okay, 2 syllables. Is the first part of that word or that syllable, is it open or closed? Say the answer out loud. If you said closed, good job. Last one, apple, break it up. Okay, so we have a closed syllable and an open. Let's review your sight words, your high frequency words for the week. Above, build, fall, new, money, toward, balance, and section. Okay, next we have a fun video to which you can watch during your lesson. I know it looks pretty funny, but it talks about the cause and effect. So you can go ahead and you can watch that. And we are going to read a story today talking about how things are built, but not just anything, how a cruise ship is built. So it says ships takes people and things all over the world. How does a ship get made? Find out here. Now, when we read this, I want you to keep in fact that we are going over cause and effect. Cause, the reason why something happens, and the effect of what happens. What effect does that cause bring? So let's go ahead and get started with this reading. I know I have a few students that would like this type of story. What is needed to build a ship? Making ships employ many workers. This task uses lots of tools and parts as well. Let's see how a ship is made step by step. So you notice right here we have in our text box, these people study the plans for the ship. There are many things to do. Next heading, frame it. First, workers build a frame. The ship frame can balance on blocks up above a dock. Huge cranes hoist the big parts in place so they do not fall. Workers must avoid being bumped by these big pieces of steel. First, two kinds of metal, our heading was sheets of steel. And then it says, first, two kinds of metal are melted into steel. Right here, wow. It boils. Hot steel flows into flat metal sheets and molds. When steel gets cold, it gets hard. The steel sheets are then ready for making a ship. It says, stand back, the steel is very hot. It's pretty cool. A worker joins each steel section by heating the edges, called joints. Most workers put on gloves and a helmet to protect their hands and head. Okay, so why do workers put on gloves and a helmet? Why would they do that? If you go back and you reread that they put them on to protect their hands and head, then good job. Okay, our next heading, check it, paint it. Workers check all the joints. Then they point out leaks and fix them. If a joint leaks, the inside of the ship will be moist with water. It might even sink. Then the ship is painted and this job is done. It gleams in the sun. The workers knew it would look nice. People will pay a lot of money to ride this ship. Out to sea. The people on the dock point with joy as the new ship begins their first trip. Those on the ship wave as it glides towards the open sea. Okay, and here's some fun facts. Did you know there are many kinds of ships on sea? There is an icebreaker ship, an aircraft carrier, a cargo ship. Wow. What steps in shipbuilding are risky? Which ones, if you go back in your story, I want you to go ahead and tell me what steps in the shipbuilding are risky. Okay, so now we have our cause and effect page, and if you notice that I tried to block out some of the words so we can go through it together. So the cause is that hot steel gets cold. So what is the effect that happens when hot steel gets cold? If you said that the steel gets hard, you were correct. Now let's try to figure out this cause. The worker's head and hands are safe. What caused the worker's head and hands to be safe? You can pause the video. You can say it out loud. If you said that a worker wears a helmet and gloves, then you were correct. And last, a joint leaks on a ship. What effect might happen if a joint leaks on a ship? What do you guys think? The ship gets moist with water and it might sink. Okay, next I put in a video of a ship being built. It's about a 5-minute video, so if you would like to watch it during your lesson, it's pretty cool. It does a time lapse. It's pretty interesting to watch. You don't have to, but I think you guys would like that. All right, so that is it for Tuesday's video lesson. I hope you go through your Nearpod slides and you read the story again. You also go ahead and answer those questions and watch that fun vocabulary of cause and effect. Please complete your Google assignment today. Make sure your name and your first and last name are on it. And it will review some vocabulary, sounds, stable syllables, as well as cause and effect. If you have any questions, please let me know. My office hours are at 10 a.m. I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. Bye.